Hey guys, this is Claudia here from the Bookkeeping Experts. As you know, I've been a bookkeeper accountant for a long time. And today we're going to talk about the heart of QuickBooks Online. That is the chart of accounts. The chart of accounts is one of the most important parts of QuickBooks Online. And QuickBooks has updated it recently. So we're going to go over how to add new accounts to your chart of accounts. We have another account that talks about how to clean it up because that's very important too. But today we're going to talk about how to edit. Okay, straight to the point. Let's go ahead and go to QuickBooks Online. If you want to make sure that you enable numbers on your account, you want to click on the gear menu on the top right hand side, and then you go into accounts and settings, advanced, and then click on the little pencil to enable the numbers right over here. Okay, this is a sample account, so it's not going to let me enter numbers, but I'm going to teach you how to add new accounts here. We're going to click on new. Now, the type of account is very important. You want to be able to select the right kind of account. Don't select bank account for an expense account, because if not, you're not deducting your expenses. Okay, you if it is an expense, it's an expense. If it is a bank, it's a bank. If it's a liability, it's a liability. We can create a liability account. And a liability account will be under a other current liability. And let's say that we got a loan payable. I'll pay within a year. That's how you define if it is long term or short term. And then I'll just name this account loan from city bank of my city. Bank of my city. Okay, whatever it is, you just name it the way you want to. Of course, this is a sample account. I can't add the number, but that's where you would add the number. And I'm going to go ahead and save it here. Okay. Now, how to create a sub account is another way to organize your account. For instance, let's suppose that I will create a cost of good accounts because I want everything broken down. Of course, you don't want to create a bunch of costs of goods sold. You don't want to create a bunch of income account. You want to keep your account organized. So maybe, 5 income accounts, 6 at the most. If you want to organize products and service, you go and add as many products and service as possible. That's under sales and products and service. Okay, but for the income account, you want to keep it organized and not too many. Don't put your products and service under income account because that's going to make a big mess, and you don't want a 2-page profit and loss or even more than that, right? You want to keep it concise, clean, and beautiful. Okay, I'm going to create a sub account. How do you do that, Claudia? So let's suppose that the sub account is going to be an expense account and it's a cost of goods sold. So it's a direct cost of my product. And let's see, it's a contractor. Okay, I'm going to create a contractor here. And it's a cost of labor. And let's suppose that I subcontract electricians. For my, misspelling here. for my construction business, and here I'm just gonna go ahead and save it. Okay. By doing that, I'm gonna go to my cost of goods sold and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so I have contractors, I have electricians, I have also videographers, all under subcontractors. So you can add each line number so you can track how much you're spending on each of those costs of goods sold. Those are direct costs of you providing those services. So that's why you see the indentation here. That's how you know it's a sub account. And when you open up your profit and loss, I'm going to go to the profit and loss. I'll be able to show you exactly how it works. Okay, so we're gonna go to the cost of goods. So there's nothing over here because we didn't enter any expense, but if I enter an expense, you'll see how it works. Oh, enter something very fast. Expense. Okay. I have videos on that, so don't worry. Go check my videos on that. I'm just creating it really quickly. So we're gonna do it under cost of labor. Here is different than what I enter. So let's do installation here. I'm gonna put it here as $100. I'm gonna save and close. Change, yeah. Keep it for the 1st of February. Save and close. Because I want to make sure it's here. So I wanted you to see that this is a cost of goods sold, and installation is right under. Okay, so labor, and if I had more, you see that all the sub accounts. The good thing about sub accounts is that it makes it easier for you to organize. So this is how you can see all the details. But if you're sending to your CPA, they probably don't want to see that. So you can just click on the arrow and then just minimize here, and there you go. You just have your income and your cost of goods sold, and that's it. It's simpler for your accountant to see or anybody else to see it. This information is for yourself. If you want to expand it, click on the arrow, and if you want to retract it, just click it back. Okay, so that's why you use those sub accounts. Okay, so hopefully this was useful to you. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We like to come back every week with different kinds of subject on how to help you understand your QuickBooks Online, how to organize it, and how to help you find your point of reference so you can make sure you trace where you want to go in the map. So trace your goals, trace how you want to grow your business and take it to the next level. But without your point of reference, you can't really do it, because it's like throwing a dart in the dark. It's impossible. You can't do that. You got to turn on the lights. You got to organize your finances so you can see where you are in your business so you can grow it. Well, if you like it, share with your friends, give us a thumbs up, and if you have any question, write down below. If you want us to cover a certain subject in the near future, write down below. We'll make sure that we prioritize that. Thank you so much for your support and spending this time with me today. Hope to see you next week. And until next time, keep on smiling.